Um,
Okay. So basically, babe, you just can cancel out certain messages, but don't cancel out too much because everybody's opinion matters. Try to set your profile photo if you could. Basically, what I'm having an issue with is that exactly right there. The simple fact that exposing somebody on the internet and slandering them are a very fine line. And in Lori's situation with DM Rage, I'm gonna dive into it. I'm gonna fucking dive into it. I absolutely think that Tush and Demi are being malicious. And I think that they're being disgusting in the way that they are sharing certain particular things about someone's one personal life and any intimate level, whether that be in a relationship status or that be a sexual status or that be a sexual preference status or a, whether or not that person wants to have a child status or has a child status. Those are things online that literally should just, point blank not be talked about. And Tush and Demi are taking it extremely too far when it comes to the lines of, speaking about somebody's personal life. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't give a fuck what you've done. To take something so personal and have it exploited in a malicious intent for views or for watch time, as Demi likes to call it. I don't care who you are. If you're an adult-ass woman, you do not do that to other women. I don't give a fuck, okay? Like, that's fucking disgusting behavior. I don't want to get into like too much of the details of their little minions because, to be honest, they don't really matter so much. And I think we're, kind of getting an idea of who that could be, like Marie, et cetera, et cetera. I care about the leaders of this falsified bullshit pact called Demi and Tush. Tush is Rue. Rue is multiple accounts online. God even knows how many accounts she's had online. All she does is start trouble. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not agree with some of the things that have happened to her online, but I'm not about to give her any more empathy because she has no empathy for other people. While I don't agree with what happened to some of the things of her online, I also don't agree with what she's doing online. And she seems to think that she's the leader of the pack. But what you want to know something with those big-headed people with those egos the size of fucking towers, they fall and they crumble easy. I'm so sick and tired of her basing this all on one thing that happened to her. So what I see is every single time something happens to Tush, she's like, well, CJ RSN did this. CJ RSN did that. Blah, blah, blah did this. Blah, blah, blah did that. She projects like I have not ever seen in my life. Over the last couple of weeks, I've stayed pretty silent. There's a reason I've stayed silent. For my health, for my betterment, for et cetera, et cetera. One of the other things is because I literally thought this is such an unhealthy behavior that I no longer want to participate in a behavior like this. Because if I participate in a behavior like this, I am no better than the person standing beside me. And if there's anything about me that I like, it is that I try to grow and learn as a person. Despite the mistakes I have made, I try my hardest to grow and learn. Well, what I don't see with this particular person is growing and learning. I see that they have told me in the past and many others that they enjoy this. Being Tush, for example, she has said in the past, I do this just for fun. I do this for pure entertainment. I do this to fuck with people's lives, etc. At the time, I was like, under this like manipulation, I guess you could say, where she's like, CJ's the big bad wolf, CJ's the big bad this, CJ's Allie, all these other people, they're the big bad. I let literally Tush on my fucking channel to bully a woman known under the YouTube name as Al Sparks. I let somebody bully somebody on my channel. To this day, I apologize to you, and here is another public apology, my girl, because we've been talking. I am so sorry that I let them on my channel to hurt you. Tush, for example, sent photos in a Discord. She had a Discord server long deleted ago, where her nudes were covered up by this person's photos, like screenshots, like photos. Pretended to be supportive of a relationship with her and DM Rage. DM Rage, he's made some shitty videos about me, okay? Look, I've squashed that shit. I've squashed it. I don't care. That's my nudes. I'm not supportive of 100% absolutely everything he said about me in the past. Of course not. Of course I'm a little bit scared to talk about certain things, but at the same damn time, I'm not going to sit here and judge this person because I think he's trying to work his way up. You know what I mean? He's trying to work his way to be good. And I think Lori and him are good together. I think that they're good together. But what I don't think is good together is Demi sending text messages, or sorry, not text messages, DMs, to try to fuck up their relationship and make it a public scandal. I think that is so fucked up. I think that is so fucked up, it's not even ridiculous. Now, no matter how many bad DM Rage like videos he's made on me, I don't give a fuck. I can find the humor in them. I can find the humor in the nickname you guys call me, HPV. I don't find humor in the actual illness. No, I find humor in the fact that you guys are willing to go so damn far to try to fucking annoy me, that you guys will make 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts. What? That's hilarious. I'm going to read the chat a little bit. Okay, so Denise says, you're a grown woman and a mother. You should know better at this stage in your life than to be blaming others for your actions. I want to actually tell you that. So a little bit about like my perspective. Now, I'm a grown-ass mother, but I separate that shit from YouTube. That doesn't mean I trash myself on YouTube like a lot of content creators. That means that I do my motherly duties and I nurture my family in whatever way I can. I owe you guys no explanation for that. I'm sorry. But also at the same time, I'm not sorry. I don't owe you guys an explanation for how I handle my home. My daughter is a beautiful person. She's lovely. My husband, we have a great marriage. That is something that I have never spoke about really too much on my channel for a reason. Okay, so I hope you can understand if I don't necessarily dive into that too much more. I said what I said this stream, and that's what I'm going to say. So what I'm noticing is a lot of the people that are coming to this chat right now, baby mama with a clip, is people that are in Tush's and Demi's live streams constantly. I'm not too sure what exactly is the point of that. What I'm going to say is you should not be publishing someone's sex life. You should not be talking about someone's relationship, whether that's something that you feel like you need to expose online on a panel. You can message somebody and have this done in a more appropriate level rather than to sit there and panel stream about it. Like, that's the big thing. You know, I have personally experienced people paneling things that are so personal that I never knew because I was naive to a lot of the ways that go on the internet, because truly I never started my YouTube channel to ever have the thought that it'd be anything at all, and it still is nothing. But the same thing, I had a little bit of an experience with this because I had people attack certain things in my life, and I just don't think that's right. When you're sitting there you're taking sex lives and you're taking these things, and it's not something that's been previously published, and you're commentating on something that you're putting out there firsthand, that's not exposing somebody, that's slandering somebody. Enthusiastic Content's one of the other content creators who has previously made a video, and let me just state to you, Enthusiastic Content, round of a fucking applause, because I thought that your video was hilarious, and I am absolutely into it. OG Grit, my husband, says, so what's the difference here? She was young on the internet, she has apologized for her action, and is taking accountability. So you see, he sees this from an outside perspective, because by the time that I'm done with these panels, I'm just like, I'm not into talking about them anymore. So he watches them later on and he's like, okay. So his outside perspective is that, one, He sees this from not being in the presence of me and having me like say, oh, not giving him the, you know, the internal deets. What I did experience with Tush was she meddled so many things. Literally, she meddled with a lot of relationships that could have been a lot of, you know, like a lot more like connective than they were, because of the fact that she didn't want certain people to get together to fuck up with her, you know, entertainment. I remember Tush saying that she does this straight up for entertainment, that it is literally her biggest goal is to trigger one CJ into self-imploding. And we saw what happened to CJ. I'm not standing up for him at all, but we saw what happened. First off, that's wrong. That's not just commentary. That's slander. That's harassment. That's not normal. What I will say is Tush was one of the main people who said, look at your old text messages. And I'm just going to say that. I'm not really sure about that, Butterfly, but I can't be totally like 100% because I don't really know. Denise, she's pointing out a good, and I want to actually answer you guys on that. She said, Heartbeats, you said you weren't going to be doing draw anymore. Didn't want your channel to be that. So why now are you doing it? So this is not drama. This is me sticking up for personal people in my life, and I'm tired of seeing them being dragged. So call it what you want, but at the same time, it's just not something I'm gonna stand by and stay silent for when I've particularly gone through this. So another thing I want to talk about, when another person's in a relationship, it is not any other person's right to dive into that relationship. I learned that through a hard lesson. I learned that through an extremely hard lesson where, unfortunately, I lost a friend. I lost a friend because I didn't think that the person was a good enough person to have my friend's heart. But how wrong was I in that case? Because literally to this day, they are still in love, they are still married, and despite his actions in past relationships, he settled his shit out for this woman. What I want to know is why the hell on the internet people think that it is okay to go after somebody's relationship, to go after somebody's personal life. I don't know every end of the situation. I don't know every single message and visual behind the closed doors. What I do know, what I do see is that, one, I have never seen Lori more happy, okay? Two, I have never seen such a quick and strategic fake friendship. So about a week before Tush and Demi had Lori on their channel, she was making videos about Lori and smashing the shit out of her. This was after they basically like said, fuck you, la da da da, whatever the hell they said. Who the fuck knows at this point? Long story short, they were being friends with her, and during this whole entire time, when I would listen, I listened to 2 streams and not even the whole entire streams, just little bits of the streams. I believed I commented during both of them, and I've screenshotted and screen recorded my comments during all of that, just so they could say I couldn't say I didn't do anything that I didn't like say or something like that, just to prove myself, you know, just protect myself basically. What I saw was the same tones from Tush, the same from Demi, the same bullshit from the same fake accounts that we all kind of caught through the beginning. I can prove about, 20 fake accounts from Tush. The simple fact is I'm not here to obsess about Tush. That just feeds her. She's a sociopath, and I believe that 100%. It just feeds her. She has claimed and admitted she is so. She just fucking finds it entertaining, and that's sickening. She takes Lori's relationship and exploits it in a way I've never seen somebody do so quickly after pretending to be their friend and have a fallout with them. To me, it's absolutely fucking ludicrous. Lori, did you want to come on? Let me know if you want to come on. I believe I sent you the link. I don't know though. See, the thing is like this is just for people who want to come on. So if you guys want to come on, I'll put it in the chat right now. Let me make sure. Because to be honest with you, the way that I've seen them handle what's going on between DM Rage and Lori is the same way they handle most everything. They slop all their shit on a panel and then they laugh at the reaction to the panel. And it's like, are you fucking shitting me? Are you literally fucking shitting me right now? So I'm posting the Google Hangouts. I sent it on Discord. Let me send it on Discord. And after Lori gets here, then I'll post it because I didn't just see that until just now. I'm going to post that to Lori via DM Discord. I'm no longer in any Discords except for a few like, you know, like Repsian and stuff like that. Or Repzilla, sorry, not Repsian. And stuff like that. So I'm just not, I don't even have my Discord anymore because I could not deal with some of the people like Copper, sending Copper in to be just like a spy on my Discord. So fucking horrible. Ugh, it's just so much. So I really hope that in the next couple of minutes, you know, I gotta be real though, when a relationship is so delicate like it is with DM Rage, I don't care what goes on behind the scenes. That is literally that person, you know, that's their stuff. You don't need to be fucking with that. Okay? Doesn't matter what the shit is. You don't need to be fucking with somebody's personal drama. Let them handle that on their own. Tush and Denise Taylor. Hey, Lori.
Hello?
Hey.
Is my camera on?
Yeah, your camera was on for a second. It's okay though, because I had a problem.
Sorry. I'm just at work. I'm finishing up. It's been pretty freaking day.
I'll mute myself so that you can. Well, you know, honestly, Lori, I gotta tell you. You know, I've talked to you about it. I have no good intention, no good vibes when it comes to what they were doing for you, and they were trying to pretend to be your friend, and they were trying to like sit there and like support you when about a week later they upset the shit out of you and dragged you across the internet in such a way I've never seen before. And I have got to say, I'm so sorry for you. I am so sorry. I've cried so many damn times because I thought to myself, what the fuck is going on? Like this, you do not deserve that.
Yeah, no, and we talked about it, and I never had any hard feelings for about you. I just felt like really hurt when that all happened.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let me rephrase you. Let me like remember the whole situation. So I'm gonna be real. Lori and I, like I said, I was not big into the CJRSN Discord. I was in there, yeah, but I wasn't like big into it. And so when Tush kind of got a hold of me and was like jabbering in my ear like the bee you want to swat away, literally like I was told by her, go look through your text messages with RSN. Go look through your DMs with RSN. Go look through this with Ali. And then like, or, you know, Al Sparks. And then like, boom, all of a sudden, I'm 6 feet under doing their dirty work. The second I pull out, they're like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, HPV. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah. The minute anyone disagrees with them, you're instantly public enemy number one, and they will find anything to hurt you with.
What's really going on, though, is so much far beyond that. Let's skip forward like a month, guys. Let's fucking skip forward a month here. Let's skip forward to DM Rage's and Lori's relationship, yeah? And how they have fucking fakely supported you this whole fucking time. Like, only when they serious. And then they're sitting here panel after panel after panel, shit-talking, meddling behind the backgrounds. We saw that shit. You know, you and I both know we saw the messages that Demi sent his ex being sketchy.
Well, I would say that they're exes, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, that's his ex. That's his ex. Like, and just because there's something going on, that's not their business. When they stick their heads in other people's business, that's just where it gets fucked up. It's just like, why are you out there reaching into somebody's ex? Why are you out there reaching into somebody's personal life? Same thing happened to me. Why are you out there reaching to my hometown people? Why are you out there reaching to this, to that? You know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of shit that literally is just, I'm baffled that YouTube comes up with.
No, yeah, and I got comfortable. I gave them 1,000,001 chances, and no matter what, it comes back to bite me. No matter what I do. I could sit there and I could kiss their asses and agree with them for months and months and months, but the 1 second you disagree with those fucking bitches, I swear to God, the 1 second you disagree with them, the 1 second you say something that they don't like, they go after you. And to be honest with you, I was expecting them to go after negative reactions before I expected them to go after DM rage, because he was on a live stream and he said some stuff about these supposed mothers and all their disdain or whatever word he used for RSN. And then I was in the voice chat with them, and they're like, well, we heard this and this and this about him. Let's dig it up. Let's expose him because he's a predator.
So what I want to talk about is the fact that during one of the only streams I saw from Demi, you were the only person to say anything in a positive light towards me. And it wasn't even directly like, oh my God, she's so sweet. You know what I mean? It was like, she's been cool with me. I have no issues with her. Like, I care. Thank you so much for that. You and I had talked about that privately. But
no, and I don't care about who people are friends with. If you treat me good, I'll treat you good.
Exactly. And I value that about you. I have been in a relationship with a lot of different friends where they won't go to bat for you. You know what I mean? And you go and you go and you go and you go for them. And it's not even about picking sides or saying who is who. It's about doing the right thing. Right here, guys.
And being a decent human being.
Is to stop posting personal information about people. It is not your right to post. It is not your right to post about someone's sex life. It is not a right you're about to post about someone's health. It is not a right your right to post about somebody's mental health. It is not your right to post about shit. That is one of the biggest lessons I've learned in dealing with them.
I fully expect them to go on stream tonight, even though I asked Demi not to. I reached out to her on Hangouts and I told her not to. I said, hey, this is seriously affecting my mental health. I'm backing out. I want nothing to do with it. You leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. I just want peace, basically. And I don't think she will have the common decency to respect that.
The sad thing is I've also asked for peace. I've asked for peace in such an organic level that when a mother to a mother knows that there is something going on or something happening, and I've said, please lay off of me, mother, please lay off of me, it doesn't work. And that's the internet. And that's the shitty shit I fucking learned about it. And hold on, somebody asked me a question. I don't know necessarily. Let me see. Unenthusiastic content said, once something is made public, it's fair game. You should go above and beyond to find more. Okay, so I understand that perspective. Like, let's say you post pictures of your family online, and it's on like your Twitter, and you've already had some trauma. And then having those photos taken. But that does not mean those things that are not public still get to be public just because a relationship is made public. If you take a photo and you take a photo that somebody has released on their Instagram, that's one different story. If you take a photo and you take context in between that photo that hasn't been released, like Tush and Demi have been doing about DM and Lori's relationship and making it public, it's called fucking slander. I'm sorry. Taking a photo and resharing it, okay, fine. Taking information that hasn't been released public, nah.
And the worst part is last night I became a person that I'm not, and I'll say that straight up. I had a lot of people like reach out to me that have known me online for years, and they're like, "This isn't you," and I'm like, "I know it's not." I got angry. I snapped, and they know how I get when I'm angry. They've seen it. They played a recording of me when I'm angry. And that's what that was. I wasn't mocking anybody. I was angry. I was being trolled for hours in a rabbit hole.
There was a good couple of times I called you and you were sobbing and pure petrified, crying. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I wish I could reach through the phone and hug you because like, Jesus, like, I don't know what to do. I can't tell you what to do. I've been going through the same thing and I couldn't even give myself the answers. This is cyberbullying on such an intimate level, you guys, that supporting these people is absolutely just horrendous. I have seen the messages. I have seen the tweets. I have seen this, that, and the other of them straight just fucking attacking this girl. And you want to know what's the worst part about it? Is I have guilt. I have guilt for letting them on my fucking channel to sit there and fucking tush, put her fucking shit on live stream with her nudes, her nude parts of her body covered up with Lori's fucking picture. If I had been a little smarter in the scene, if I had been in the Discord, if I had been like active in the Discord, I would have known. But because they saw me as a weak link, they saw that I was willing to just do whatever at that point. But do you want to know what? How fucking guilty I feel for that? I feel so fucking guilty, Lori. And again, I am so sorry. I am so fucking sorry to you. I can't even describe it in any sort of a way. So to be honest with you, oh no, she left. It might have dropped. She was at work. Oh, there she's back. She's back. Okay. I was like, oh no, my internet's dying. There's storms going on around me.
No, that was my internet. It kicks me out every hour.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Well, at least like I didn't like piss you off, but I just want to say, if you didn't hear any of that I am so sorry to you because honestly, I let them on my channel and I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like it catapulted their attack for you. And
yeah, they already had their eyes on me for a while. And the funny thing is the thing that they exposed last night, the video of me screaming at the supposed mentally handicapped person in a wheelchair. I had spread that around myself a long ass time ago. I was spread. I knew it was going to resurface eventually, so I spread it around myself. And I'm like, this is what people do to me online. That's the context. I was being trolled all day. They were trying to say that my ex-boyfriend was my sex slave. And I was mad. And I was like, no, that's not how it is. And I got really annoyed. And I got mad. And they kept going because they saw I was getting mad. I was feeding the trolls. I was reacting. I was giving them what they wanted. But that's the way I am. If I'm being attacked, if I'm being lied about, I want to defend myself no matter what, no matter if it's trolling or not.
Yeah.
And this individual that was trolling me, it's not the first time that he's done that. He's done it to me so many times. I've blocked and unblocked this guy on Twitter so many times because I've given him so many chances, and I genuinely think he has the ability to be a good person. I just think he likes being an asshole, you know?
Okay,
And
so I just want to let you know that I did send out an open panel, but I have a few mods watching this. I am going to give people a chance, but not anybody you're uncomfortable with. Is that okay?
yeah. And now, so that was me reacting to being trolled. That's what that video was. They're trying to twist it and say I was making fun of a guy who's mentally handicapped and I was mocking, and that's not the case at all. And the clip that they played that I saw was taken completely out of context of an hour-long, probably, recording.
Okay, so the only thing I do ask that is if anybody does come up, please be respectful of everybody talking. If there are more than 3 people, please mute your mic. Just mute your mic until somebody is done talking, and then say your piece. I just want this to try to be, you can say what you want to say. That's not a problem, but just be a little respectful because time zones are different. Connections sometimes drop out. Just be mindful of that. But, you know, at the same time, I want to say to you, you do not deserve this, Lori. You do not deserve this.
No, and you know the extent of mental turmoil that I am actually in right now. And right now, I'm not thinking about that specifically, even though it does hurt, like physically. But you understand the point I am in my head.
Okay, so Bart's
Nobody else can do that.
Bart's on the screen. Bart, if you're gonna speak, you need to have some. You know, you have the floor. Why don't you say what you need to say?
Give me a minute.
Take a couple seconds. I just gotta say, my influence, like with Bart, he and I only ever had a couple of conversations, guys. I really don't have too much against him. The last conversation I had was when me, Demi, and everybody were kind of just having our falling out, and I was just like, hey, don't do this, don't play this game. Like I really lied. Like that all changed once he started trashing me. And I have a lot of proof of him trashing me. I don't have it all like set up right now, but I want to say, like, I really, if somebody has an apology, if somebody has something to say to me, if somebody has a decent apology, I'm not gonna like hate them, but I'm sure shit not communicating with Art on an intimate level via Discord, DM, Twitter, whatever, hanging in the chat right now. That's just my preference. I don't know how you feel, Lori. I don't care. You know, I'm not the kind of
I like Bart. I think he has the ability to be a good person.
Yeah.
I think he just sticks out with the wrong people. But I understand the appeal of those people, and I understand why he would hang out with them.
Okay, so like I just want to know, how are you feeling, Bart? Like, what's going on? Is like something going on? Did you just come here to, no, Bart? Did you just come here to troll us? What did you do? Come here to sit like silently? This is an open panel.
No, you just gotta give me a minute.
You've given me some pretty shitty comments in other people's Discords the second I went in there. So I want to know really how you feel, like, to be honest. Like, keep it OG.
Oh, shit.
I don't have no hate towards you. I'm not going to sit here and attack you. I just want to know.
I think it's just a girl mob mentality that they're all in.
Can you hear that?
No, he's really quiet. He's probably writing something down on a paper. That's what he's been doing on Daddy's channel every night.
I want to know before, like, I want to hear him say something.
No, I'm here.
Yeah, like, bought me in. Bought me in.
Hey.
Let's get our mics.
No, I always love you. I just think that we just joke around, you know, when there's stuff.
Bart, you know it's not just joking around. You don't know it's not just joking around.
It's not just joking around, Bart. You've sat there and said yourself in a very serious tone. You know that, bro.
I know you. Hello?
In a very serious tone, you've sat there and you've talked about not only Lori, but you talk shit about fucking Phoenix. You've talked shit about a lot of people, and you've talked shit about me. And I've got screenshots of that. So why don't you be honest, Bart?
No, I didn't say I didn't talk shit.
I do want to say to you that it might be just joking around, but to others in that group, it's not. They seriously want to tear people apart.
You're only there for 2 seconds in the day, Bart. You're only there for 2 seconds in the day. Thank God you take care of your kids, but you're only there for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's the most respectable thing, is that he takes care of his kids.
All right. As far as Lori is concerned, I've never said anything bad about Lori, so you're not gonna have many screenshots of that.
That's bullshit. You
have screenshots? You have screenshots? You have screenshots of that?
I want to believe that Bart hasn't said anything negative about me. You're right.
Bart, really want to know, like, what did I do? What did I do? What did this whole situation with Tush do that made you so prominent to talking shit about me in such a derogatory format that literally is almost revolting of any man doing in any sort of situation, despite being in a very close relationship or a 2 phone calls at 3 a.m. in the morning? What was that about? Hello, are you there? Is he there? I can't hear.
I don't know if he's there. I actually need to text you.
Is he there? Can anybody hear Bart? I can't hear Bart.
Oh, he left and he just came back.
Okay. Honestly, my experience with Bart hasn't been like the absolute greatest. But if he were to come on and take like a little bit of responsibility, that'd be great. Because with the way that I've seen him talk about not only you, but so Holly the other day told me that when I was on one of her streams that she was cool with me if I didn't have any drama with her. Holly, hey, I was wondering, you want to come on? Like, are you comfortable, Lori? With
yeah, I'd love Holly to be on here.
Okay, Holly, I'm gonna send you a DM on Twitter because you've like never been blocked. Like,
I'm gonna mute myself real quick. I'm finishing dishes.
And I'd like to hear this not in message because it's a little bit delayed, but like I'm sending you the link. I'd love to hear it, okay? I let her know that someone's also potentially trying to be her. I don't really know. In the message I sent her, I said that somebody's trying to pretend to be her online. So we'll see that if she sees that, and this is all captured. So like, I don't understand necessarily what's going on. Hold on. Okay, so I sent this out to Holly. She's aware that that account is not hers. So we're waiting to see, like, this is the actual, like, Holly's Twitter. So she's now aware that there's an account under her name. So whoever that is, like, you guys, come on. But nonetheless, the simple fact of the matter is, one, Bart, let me get back to it, has pretended to be this like supportive person for so many people, and will VC with them, trying to tell them what to do, trying to be like, hey, you need to not follow this person, not follow this person, but then will literally talk mad ass shit about not only how he's talked shit about like Phoenix, he's talked shit about like fucking Lori, he's talked shit about everybody, literally everybody. I
want to believe that Bart didn't do that, because I do genuinely like Bart as a person.
Yeah.
But I can see how that situation would arise considering the people that he hangs out with.
Well, I actually have screenshots of it, and I'll send it to you later. The thing is back when things were going on with Tush and Demi, Bart was literally sitting there just leeching on to whoever was winning at that point. That's my true feelings about it. He was leeching on to whoever, and I never had an in-depth relationship with him. Never. Not an in-depth relationship. It was literally like 2 VCs for like a half hour each time. And it was just him trying to give advice about what I was going through. Now, like I said, I was never super, super relevant into CJ's Discord, but I was very relevant in his community. And what I did see was a lot of bullshit happening. And what I did see was one, Tush being on some of the fake accounts that she's admitted to having and stirring up shit, not only with you, but look what she's doing now. She's sitting there and taking someone's life, taking DM Raise's channel and basically forcing him into a corner. I think it's fucked up. I think it's fucked up to bring anybody's life into any type of situation that isn't previously publicized. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he did end up deleting his YouTube channel, and he deleted his other YouTube channel, and he's pretty much not on YouTube. I know he still watches some things because he's told me, but he's not on YouTube. So I think it's very well something that they should stop because he's not there to defend himself.
Can I be honest with everybody here in the chat tonight? Everybody here in the chat tonight, what do you guys truly honestly feel about bullying somebody despite what their past is like off of YouTube? What do you guys truly feel about that? What do you guys really honestly feel? Because you want to know what I feel? I feel like that's complete fucking utter bullshit. I think that that is utter fucking bullshit. That no matter who you are, no matter what you've done, to sit there and fucking manipulate somebody off of the goddamn channel just because you have screenshots or you have Photoshop screenshots, aka hashtag tush. Let's not pretend that she doesn't fucking do that shit. We know she fucking does that shit. Everybody here and a lot of people have proof. What is your guys' goddamn opinion on the fact that somebody could literally be bullied enough in their life to be off of YouTube? How do you guys feel about that? That's fucked up.
As far as they're concerned, he shouldn't even be on YouTube because of what he's done.
Okay, so Holly's fake account under Holly's teeth, which isn't her, said, "Didn't Scott wish that CJ would die? How do you feel about that?" Okay, look. Tush has said so many more ruthless things about people than I have ever seen. So Holly's fake account, why don't you get fucking fucked? Because to be real, this is bullshit. Get off of a fake account, come under a real account, and say what you gotta say. The link is open.
She's gonna come in here under Gordon Ramsay and she's gonna Ramslay us all.
Oh, yes. Let me just cook it right for you. Let me just cook it. Oh, if this fish isn't not cooked enough, we better fucking run. We know
Oh my gosh. This steak is right in my grandmother's pussy.
Grab the skillet, bitches, because we about to you know, like what the fuck? You can't keep bullying people who do not have the time and the mental energy because you've drained them of it.
Oh no, she doesn't realize that more people are far more mentally broken than she is, and she doesn't have any respect or understanding for that. She probably wouldn't give a fuck if somebody killed themselves tomorrow.
I have heard her say in personal DM such malicious shit about RSN. I literally was like, I have to get out of this situation. It is horrible. Horrible. So there's something else I want to kind of talk about. And I normally wouldn't have talked about this person had I not seen some of the things that they've been doing over the last couple of weeks. Kaylee Bear, her name on.
Sorry, I'm trying not to make too much noise.
Hi, I get it. I have seen her a little bit relentlessly kind of protect Tush's community, and I lost a little bit of faith because I really do. I appreciated her when she would come to me and be real and honest with me. But the thing is when I see her relentlessly supporting, like, people releasing nudes, wasn't it like, what was it, CJ's nudes that released in Tush's, Discord?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's definitely not his. Definitely not his, especially considering the dicks that she posted are two completely different dicks. And he's got tattoos on both hands. And yes, you would see it in the picture. And I called her for that, but I didn't have the energy to argue about it.
Okay, because like one of the big things that I had,
and I spoke to CJ over the phone about it, and we laughed at how stupid she looks, especially considering the two dicks she posted are very different. One looks horrendous and one looks small. Very different.
okay, because like one of the big things that I was like on Twitter with, and I was like, I didn't really know how to gauge what Kaylee was saying to me, because it was like, are you supporting somebody releasing somebody's nudes because a person that you support has their like nudes, you know, kind of edited out or whatever the hell it was. So to be honest, it just seems a little bit, it was like a little bit like confusing to me. So it's good to know that it wasn't him. That's good to know that it wasn't him.
No, yeah, it definitely was not him. Because I talked to him about it, and I brought up the points that I brought up when I called them out for it.
Just a second. Grim's in my chat right now. And he's saying Demi can't even look at her man, and I'll let y'all read the rest. But like, Grim, aren't you a supporter? Like, Lori, isn't he a supporter of them? Like, what's going on here? Did she fuck them over too? Did Demi and Tush fuck him over too?
Oh.
Grim, did you not see this chat? He's in the chat. He's like, Demi, making fun of somebody's looks. Like, is that just like, does he just troll absolutely everybody? It's so funny to watch somebody sit there and degrade somebody's life for entertainment. I don't really think like that's funny to watch. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily know if that's funny to watch. I don't think that, and I'm replying to the chat right now, I don't think that's funny to watch. Under any circumstance, is that funny to watch? Lori's internet probably accidentally dropped. So I'm going to kind of refresh the content, see what's going on. It's a little old right now. Okay, so to be honest with you, I don't know necessarily who you are, Denise, but like if you tweet at me, I can send the link. I'll put the link on my Twitter page. But what I want to say is, guys, reaching into somebody's personal life, it's not right, okay? Like, there's commentary and then there is personal life, right? Personal life that shouldn't be breached into. And a lot of the times that's talking about someone's family that isn't published, or talking about someone's relationship, or talking about like things that can't be proved, but somehow get strung out into like 10 streams, right? Those are things that shouldn't be talked about. Those are the things that shouldn't be publicized without somebody doing it themselves. I don't necessarily understand why people want to expose people on such an intimate level. I understand if it's like their content or the behavior online that they're exposing. I don't understand if it's something like their personal life without that person like speaking out or talking to themselves about it. Let me just take a second really quick because like we're having connective issues. Just a second. So what I noticed with Tush, Demi, and her crew is one, when they move on from another person, they find a new target. If they find a new target, they make 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a little less of content on that person. They meddle in each other's personal lives and others' personal lives. And they find it funny to exploit that shit on the internet. That, to me, is, I don't even know. It's just so horrible that I can't even really describe it. Leave people's personal lives, whatever happens, leave their personal lives out of it. It's not right. It's not right to do that to people. It's not right to sit there and fuck around and laugh about it and take screenshots of what they post in Twitter and take things and make horrible assumptions out of 2 words or the word of somebody on Twitter that can't prove themselves real or something like that as reality. Like, I really think that a lot of change has to come to the internet regarding live streamers, especially on YouTube. YouTube's not necessarily the best at monitoring certain cyberbullying, and I believe that Lori has been cyberbullied in a lot of ways. And I've let people on my channel to do just that. And it was over a month ago that I apologized to Lori personally because I just didn't think that it was right. So guys, we've got to be less malicious, more commentating, not malicious. Like, being malicious is going into somebody's personal life. Being malicious is publishing things they haven't published on their own and then commentating on it as if it's okay. Being malicious is dragging people on fake Twitter accounts that are just out to harm people. And then commentating is commentating on what people have already published and what is on their YouTube channel and what is on their Twitter already. Like, it's not normal to do that to people, and it's not okay. I hope you guys know that, like, a little bit at the end of everything, that we are humans at the end of the day. We all have feelings, and that to take something so personal is such ludicrous that it's, why does that happen? Why does this happen, that people can literally just strategically go and harm somebody else's life for entertainment? I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I don't think it's right. I don't agree with what Tush and Demi are doing. I didn't agree with a lot of what they were doing on my channel, and when I had them on panels, I took a step back because I was like, yo, what they're doing is just not good. And I hope you guys just think at the end of the day that we're all humans at the end of the day, and we really do all have feelings, and it's not okay to keep trashing somebody for entertainment. It just really isn't. Hope you guys have a good day. Kiss the stars. Subscribe and like if you guys would like to stick around and become part of the heartbeat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.